Zeta, it's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday weekend, Zeta. You don't care? Birthday weekend, yes it is, yes it is. Birthday weekend is typically a time you'd think, well, maybe you're gonna drink, maybe you're gonna smoke some weed, maybe you're gonna do some debauchery, Phil. What do you think? And that's a fair question. It really is. It's honestly a very fair question. Here, let me get this hooked up here. I can talk to you guys without holding my thing. In case you don't know her, just a real quick sidebar, that's Karma Girl. She was here before Zeta Girl was. And she was a sweetheart. And I'm kind of a spiritual nut, so I honestly think that karma is in Zeta, But anyhow, I'm getting off topic here. So, drinking this weekend. Where's the camera? There's plenty of things that I can do this weekend that are fun, that don't involve drinking, that don't involve smoking weed and all that stuff. And honestly, I'm not feeling called to drink. It's just it's what people do, It's and I don't want to beat myself up for the idea of entertaining it. Maybe I'll do it. But the big difference is that it's not I'm not fuck, I need to drink. I better drink this weekend. Ooh, this is an excuse to drink, blah, blah, blah. That's not going on in my head even remotely. So I feel like that's a big win, all things considered, thinking about where I came from. I was watching actually a video recap from 4 years ago. I had a pretty awesome party where I had some friends come in town from Georgia. We rented a room near the beach and stuff, and I took some good video of it, which, if you don't take video of stuff, it's such a cool thing to go back and see that stuff. It gave me a big smile to see it. But, it was a weekend of just fucking off and having fun, and yeah, we were drinking, we were smoking weed, we were doing a whole bunch of stuff, And I just don't think that it's bad, in those scenarios, if we can control it. If it's not something that takes over our world, if it's not something that, we seek fulfillment in, or that we seek happiness in. But if an occasion pops up and it's going to be a social, scenario, and you're aware that the following days you might feel a little rough and it might take you a second to get back to, whatever, I don't know. I'm not going to beat myself up for it if I decide to do it. But at the same time, I might not. I might just carry on with what I'm doing, and continue, just working on my content and looking for a job. I'm looking for a job right now, a regular job. Probably not gonna do sales anymore. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna do sales anymore. But then again, it's who knows how the world's gonna unfold, But I think my soul is you don't want to do sales anymore. Because it's just, if I want to build something, if I want to do something business oriented, it's going to be relative to my influence. And I do plan on creating a coaching platform as well. So I'm in the process of the foundational pillars of that, and I'm still helping myself. I'm helping a lot of people, through this channel, and I'm helping people, through TikTok. And it's really cool to see all the comments, and that drives me. So if I'm going to put, time into business development, I want it to be for something that I'm passionate about, Aside from that, signing up to be a sales guy for some company that I truthfully don't really give a fuck about that company, I mean, I can be a salesperson for a company that's a good company, and I've done that in the past where, they offer a good product and the clients are happy and that's all good. But does that light my soul up? No, not really. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is maybe be a server, actually be a server. Because then you're only working 25, 30 hours a week, and I can spend the rest of the time focusing on what I want to do. So anyhow, that was a quick little sidebar. But back to the point here. And I love this long form content because when I'm on TikTok, I'm just super. You got to keep it down to it's got to be quick, it's got to be fast, it's got to be in your face. And here I can kind of dick around a little bit more, which I like. I like dicking around. Dicking around's fun. Also, this is kind of like a journal for me, and I know that it helps other people, and that's what I love about it. I'm not creating an influence that is there's bits and pieces of it that may appear to be similar to traditional coaching and influence type stuff, but I really like the approach that I'm taking where it's I'm just sharing my journey and what's working for me, and offering love and kindness to those who are, have similar paths, and are looking for someone to either inspire them or someone to talk to, that sort of stuff. And like, I just enjoy that piece of it. Long story short, I'm enjoying like creating my own path. I don't want to necessarily follow the roads that are there. It's kind of the same thing as like our neurological pathways, like however we grow up, whatever your childhood was, your young adulthood, et cetera, life up till now, especially, the years of, childhood and teens and et cetera, we create these pathways that our neurons fire and wire on. And it's like, there's so many other pathways we can create, but we just get caught in our ways, and we stay in a certain, this is the way it works. This is the way it works. But if you do enough inner healing and like digging deep into your soul, you don't actually need shrooms to realize, hold on, man, we can actually go this way too. And maybe I go down my new path for a little ways and realize, you know what? I'm going to turn left now. Like, it's all good. We're all just living out here, like it's not a race to the end. It's not like, oh, I figured it out first. It's like, really the biggest thing is like finding happiness and striving for more of a general state of happiness, the vibration of happiness and joy and love and gratitude. That's the shit. Everything else will work itself out, This weekend for my birthday, if I were to drink this weekend, which would probably be tonight if I was going to do it, it's like, I said in the last video that, I did not see myself drinking anytime soon. There was no special occasions until the housewarming party of my sister when she moves into their new place, which is going to be, I don't know, 4 weeks or something like that, 4 or 5 weeks, something like that, which, is totally cool. It's all good. And I don't think I need to really like schedule my times, because I think I'm at the point now where it's like, it's all good. I don't need it. It's just like, why not? Kind of thing. But as always, in staying true to my alias of Real Deal Phil, I will keep you guys in the loop on my next upload, whenever that'll be. So, I don't know. At this point, it's like, maybe. But in other news, aside from that, I am in a much better general vibration state of consciousness on a daily basis. And I owe it all to being cognizant and aware of my thoughts, watching my thoughts, and countering negative moments of energy or negative thoughts with positive thoughts that yield positive energy. Doing it in nature, doing it first thing in the morning, avoiding mindless scrolling on the internet, avoiding mindless scrolling on, watching TV and stuff. I mean, I'm not watching any news. I haven't watched the news in fucking I don't know how long. It's been a long time, which is great. It's good stuff. Anyhow, yeah, it's all good. Everything's good. It's all great. I got nothing but good shit to report, Someone looking in from the outside, like for instance, my sister, she never watches any of this shit. So, which is fine. She's super busy. There may be a little bit of egoic, inside of me, like, she never watches any of my shit. What do you do? I'm still a human. I think that spiritual awakening is not necessarily, getting rid of the ego, but it's more like acknowledging the ego and working to not always be a slave to it. Anyhow, if she, for instance, was to look at my world and look at it on a piece of spreadsheet or a piece of paper, whatever, like the full picture of it, she'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing, Phil? As a matter of fact, I think she already feels that way in a lot of senses. And that's fine. She loves me and I love her. And, she's going her corporate route and stuff and has the beautiful family and the nice house, getting a nicer house. And that house is full of love. It's way more love than she and I grew up with, and she and I are also so similar in so many ways, but we're just going different routes, and mine is kind of like a fucking hippie, I guess you could say. But I used to beat myself up for it subconsciously. I used to be subconsciously man, you should do better. You're not doing good enough, and blah, blah, blah. That was the vibration. You're not worthy, that kind of thing. And so I was fucking drinking and smoking weed to offset that. But, you know, positive self-talk and building myself up, forgiving myself, all of these things. I mean, I could go down a deep list of the inner healing and the work that I'm doing, and there's still more to be done, like a lot more to be done. I don't know, but for me, I'm really, really enjoying the path that I'm going down. I'm so happy and blessed to have the awareness of what I'm doing, and also the fact that I've been documenting it, you know, and I have a very good friend to thank, who shall remain nameless unless he wants me to say his name, who put me on this journey like 3.5 years ago. You know, like, dude, start recording it. Start recording everything. Put it on YouTube, you know, document your world. It was him talking about it, and Gary Vaynerchuk that got me started on it. I'm so thankful that I've done that, because I can go back and look at, you know, where I've come from and how, like, I can see my growth. It's like, you know, if we don't journal or we don't have some kind of record of our existence, then it's kind of tough, because you always see the man or the woman in the mirror, and it's like, well, you look the same as yesterday, so you must not be doing too good, you know. Man, if Bill Burr ever sees my shit, I hope he doesn't get upset. I don't know what, I just love Bill Burr, and I think that, like, someone made a comment, you sound like Bill Burr, and I don't know, it's like a morph of him and every other comedian that I've always loved. So if anything else, it's like an homage to him, but I don't try to do it, it just fucking happens. And I don't even watch Bill Burr that much. I mean, I've watched a shit ton of his content in the past, but like, I haven't watched stand-up comedy in forever. Anyhow, I guess I'm ranting at this point. So short story long, I'm very, very thankful for the path that I'm on, the awareness that I have. I'm very thankful for you guys, whether you've been a subscriber on YouTube for a long time, or you're someone new that found me through here or came from TikTok, you know, whatever it is. If you've watched my stuff, you know, a couple times, and we're vibing through the screen, that's good shit. I'm super thankful for that. Thankful for the comments, all the love and support that I've gotten from that. It's super cool. And yeah, the more I lean into the relationship with myself, the happier I am.
Just you wait in Reagan, just you wait. You'll be sorry, but your tears will be too late. Just you wait in